What's up? Welcome to Odyssey. And might I say, Wakanda forever, my brother. Go in peace. I never freeze. And also, I know the way. All these things will make sense as the video continues, because I did it. If it doesn't already show it in the video or the thumbnail title, I drew Ugandan Black Panther alongside this picture of both T'Challa and Killmonger. I gotta say, man, Black Panther was a really dope movie, and I gotta get this out the way. When I first saw it, I had the Ant-Man mentality to it, where I was excited to see it, but I wasn't expected to be blown away. And I was proven wrong. With Ant-Man, I was blown away. With Black Panther, I was blown away. With most Marvel movies, I'm blown away. And it was a really great movie to lead up to Infinity War. So yeah, and I'm glad to see that at this point in time Infinity War was bumped up from, I think it was June, instead of June it's April. Yo. Oh man. So let's jump into this video with the actual art that's being done. I wanted to go for both Killmonger and T'Challa. I kind of wanted to do my own original picture. I looked over the web for a little bit to see different ways people have drew them, and wanted to have poses inspired by the poster art that I've seen, but kind of add my own take on it. So I wanted to do a mixture of cartoony and realism, so more caricature almost, but not too exaggerated. So I tried to go that route, and I was cool with how I captured their likeness. It wasn't as close as I wanted it to, but I feel like I did Killmonger a little bit better than what I did with T'Challa. But it was really fun doing this. I really had a ball drawing Erik's hair and just trying to capture the caricature art style that I wanted to. And then by the time I got to T'Challa though, oh man, I can't wait to tell you what happened there. So also when I did from the get-go, I wanted to make sure I had the Black Panther in the picture too, but then I thought, well, with Killmonger, he had his own version. I think it's called the Golden Cougar or something like that. I could be wrong. It's the Golden something, and I thought it was really cool that he wasn't just another Black Panther. He was called something else, which is really cool. And his outfit is so dope. I honestly, if I didn't have an overwhelming amount of pop figures in my small apartment, I would actually have both of those pop figures at the moment. But I wanted to do that, and at first I thought I should draw that type of version, but then I decided to just go out and kind of draw like almost a twisted dark version, where it's kind of just monstrous and it kind of reflects. I wanted to kind of reflect that, where it's not really as in depth, or it's just kind of nightmarish almost. So I kind of went for the simplistic nightmarish design of what Erik kind of became with himself as a character, even though he's very deep with the character, very interesting. It's the villain. He became the villain that you love to hate, but you don't want to hate at the same time. Because I didn't want to hate the guy. I didn't hate the guy, actually. I felt for him, and I felt so bad. And here we go with T'Challa. Yo, I did not realize how far away his eyes were until I inked it, and I kicked myself. I was so mad. I didn't really realize, like, I actually had erased it another time here, and then I just lost it. But I was really feeling it. It took me, like, at that point right there, if I just touched the eyes a little bit and didn't have them so far apart, it would have been perfect. At least the way I wanted to capture it. And so with this, I wanted to do the backdrop where it's the two characters, T'Challa and Erik, out in front, and then you have their respected aliases, or alter egos I should say, behind them, kind of like shadows almost. And I was really happy with this concept. I came up with it really early on, as I was drawing this, I kind of was just drawing it as a whim, just thinking as I was going. I kind of do that a lot with a lot of my drawings, which is why I end up with a lot of mistakes that I can't really fix or just get too lazy to fix. It's an issue I really got to start working on this year as an artist to make sure I don't do that as often. It was really fun drawing the Black Panther outfit. I tried to make sure I found the updated one, the most recent one in the trailer, in the movie I should say, because obviously it's different from the one in Civil War. And I actually, from the very beginning too, I knew I wanted to have Ugandan Black Panther in here, but I wasn't sure where I was going to fit him, so I had to plan by ear and kind of just go that way. So I was trying to get as much intricacy, there we go, with the costume as possible to make sure I captured as much of the design as possible without losing the caricature style that I still wanted to capture, where I still had it as much detailed as I could, but without going too overboard with it. So here I was trying to get the shadowing in, and I was trying the new I almost said hashtag. What's it called? Cross hatching. There we go. I was trying to do a mixture of that. And here we go. Yes, the Ugandan Black Panther. For those who don't know, with my Ugandan Knuckles video, I talked about how I wanted to do an Ugandan Black Panther because I just thought, why not? I wanted to start, I kind of wanted to do a couple different Ugandan version of random characters. Let me know in the comments below who you'd like to see another Ugandan character of. I just thought, why not? It'd be hilarious. You know, he would just say, if I remember correctly, if I said it in this video, like, I will show you the way because I never freeze. You know, something random like that. And he was really fun. I just looked at how Ugandan Knuckles was, and I just went off of that as reference because I drew that in my smaller sketchbook, while this one is more in my bigger one. And I gotta admit, I like both of the sketchbooks. Like the smaller one I have is a Premiere by Nicole sketchbook, and the other one I have is it's not a Strathmore. It's another one. It's like in the living room right now. I'm in the dining room recording this. That's horrible of me. I've shown you guys that in the previous art video with my art collection, so I've referenced it somewhere. So here comes the fun part when I started inking it. I love that part so much when I get to a drawing. I get so excited when it comes to the inking, especially the fine lining. I love it so much. It's so exciting to me. And I loved getting the finer details of the face in there, like with the wrinkles in the face, I should say, and doing that hairline. Oh man, that fade. Yes. I loved it. The beards were really fun to work on too. I gotta admit, I did get kind of lazy with drawing the weapons. I actually, truth be told, forgot to draw his hands in the picture, but I felt at the time when I remembered to add him in, I felt that they would have been a bit too cut off because I didn't want to draw too much of the torso, because I wanted to make sure everything fit pretty nicely on the page, enough for it to not be too much. So this is where I tried some of the cross hatching. I didn't do it the traditional way. I kind of just did it with just the one line and the shadow, and it just was kind of experimenting. And then when I saw that it looked okay, I just started inking, and I thought, yes, that's how I wanted it to be. So this kind of twisted, nightmarish, kind of panther looking thing was what I decided to go for, like I said before, with what I wanted to have represented as Kilmonger's kind of mentality. You know, he kind of has that guardian, that makings of a king, but at the same time, it's been twisted by his past and how he's thinking now, and unfortunately didn't have the true makings of what makes you a Black Panther. which is why he obviously wasn't really a Black Panther. He was a golden cougar or whatever his name was. Also, if you've seen the movie, let me know what your favorite scene in the movie was. Spoiler, my favorite scene was the whole movie. So here I wanted to finish the inking with the Ugandan Black Panther, and then, did I say Panther? Black Panther. And then I started to play around with some of the markers, and I know I've been kind of slacking with my watercolor painting and just painting in general. I'm gonna be getting back to that in the future here. Honestly, I'm probably gonna come back to this picture and paint the background, just a few colors in the background to match the markers I'm gonna be adding here in color pencils. And I'm most likely gonna be doing the same with the long coming Masked Singer picture that I actually am finishing up with the coloring now, and that should be up soon too. And then I'll be getting to the other drawings that have been requested too. Special shout out also to You Know Who You Are, I forgot your username, who requested the Black Panther sketch in general. So that inspired me to do a whole sketch instead of just an Ugandan Black Panther, which is what I originally wanted to do. But I was really happy to do a full-on sketch like this and kind of test my realism limits as to what I've been doing this year. Really is testing a lot of my realism. So this is the final piece. I skipped ahead because the video was getting kind of long, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, but let me know of any future content you'd like to see from me in the future. And yeah, I added some gold to Kilmonger's hair because I thought, why not? I think the outline was pretty cool, and I wanted to make sure I kept the lines and all that too. So until the wind hits our sails yet again, guys, I will see you in the next Odyssey. Later days.